Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Henry's joining us.
How you doing?
It's been a while. This will be the first episode of season 10.
Wow, so this is a season premiere.
Yep.
I'm excited.
We're time traveling, because I'm not going to upload this for a while.
Wow, so this happens in the future.
Or the past.
Your past, time's relative.
Yeah.
What do you want? So what do we got here?
We got Redhook's 841 Expedition Ale. That was a gift from Alex from Redhook when he stopped by. Hopefully you saw that video. It says, handcrafted by 8 brewers working in 4 teams, this Imperial Brown Ale was developed from their individual recipes carefully blended into one distinctive ale. Rich and flavorful, brewed with cherry wood smoked malts and brown sugar. 9.5% ABV. It says oak-aged ale brewed with honey. And this is out of their Portsmouth, New Hampshire brewery.
So this is a multiple brown ale boosted with all delicious things.
Yep.
I mean, you can get a little extra alcohol content out of honey or brown sugar, and both of them impart, an interesting flavor. Sometimes delicious, depending on the brew.
I've never had an Imperial Brown Ale, I genuinely I'm a big fan of the brown ale style. So I don't know really what to expect with this one.
Yes, Chad, you're right. This looks like a dark cream soda. Not quite a root beer, but it is very effervescent.
Mine's got like the more fine bubbles. You got like the big bubbles.
Yeah, I've got serious bubbles, Chad.
Yep.
Smells like a brown ale.
Yeah, this is when you walk in Mahar's. This is how Mahar's smells.
You're right. Actually, Mahar's does smell like this beer. Although the aroma of this beer does not suggest that it's 9.5% alcohol. I mean, this smells like maybe a 6%er.
Yeah, it's kind of like that kind of barley wine kind of smell with the dark fruits. What did it say? It says brewed with cherry wood smoked malts and brown sugar.
Well, cherry would be the dark fruit.
And it's made with honey too, which would describe that sweet smell. It's almost kind of like a cantaloupe.
I get the cantaloupe in a mild sort of way.
Like a melony type.
It's got a very clean smell.
Yeah, it's not super robust, but
yes,
it's definitely inviting, so I'm ready to dive in.
Good shot.
Wow. Alright, very robust tasting. I'm pleased, yeah.
That brown sugar really lingers. It's a nice, rich sweetness.
It has a pleasing, mild bitterness that is smoothed out from tip to tail across your tongue. With the sweet notes just sort of lingering and playing like dancing elves in your mouth.
Yeah.
This is good. Great job.
Yeah, the whole palate is pretty rich. It's a little dry in the back end. But it's funny, like as you're finishing it, you get like that, like a whoosh of sugar, the brown sugar, and caramel too.
Yeah. Yeah, the caramel it's in the background for me. I'm getting much more the sort of honey flavor.
Yeah.
The brown sugar flavor. It has a croissant-like flavor. Not like a heavy butter croissant, but sort of flaky, as you say, confectionery.
Yeah, like the breadiness you get from like a very malty beer.
Which some other brown ales, do a phenomenal job with, and this does it. But it is sweet, as you say. That's why I'm reminded of croissant.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd like to have a croissant with this beer, and it does an amazing job disguising its extra alcohol content.
Well, I think the boozy quality is part of that dry. It's a slight like rubbing alcohol kind of flavor, and it's like it's very well masked.
In fact, when I mentioned earlier that the hops sort of, or the bitterness was smooth.
Right.
The hop character of this beer blends into the alcohol character almost seamlessly, and I think that's how it's masked particularly.
Yeah.
And it's used effectively in the flavor of this beer. And my hat is off to this.
Right. As far as drinkability, I mean, the drinkability is pretty high, especially considering that it's 9.5 ABV. It's real smooth. The mouthfeel is not too intense.
Right.
Right. Maybe get some. This would be good with like cheese and crackers.
Absolutely. I'm thinking cheddar, maybe some wheat crackers.
Yeah.
Or I'm definitely going to try this croissant. If I get the chance, I'm going to pair it up. It's probably going to be gross. Sometimes you get an idea like, ooh, this kind of would be good with that, but no. I'll find out though.
Yeah.
I might have to pick some of this up if I get the chance.
Well, I think I know what I'm gonna give it. Do you? All right. Well, I'm gonna go 8 on this one. It's a nice, tasty beer. Nothing really wrong with it. Other than the fact that it comes in a bomber and it's hard to find.
Well, let's not count that against it.
Yeah. You know, I like the taste. I mean, this wouldn't be like my first choice as far as personal preference, but I appreciate it for what it is. So I like it a lot. It's a solid 8. It's a nice solid thumbs up beer. So
Okay.
what do you think?
I'm also going to give this an 8. It is a high 8, but not quite a 9. It's very good.
8-point smiley face.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe it's higher than an 8-point crocodile and approaching an 8-point smiley face.
Right.
Maybe one of the little half moon dealies.
Right.
But yeah, this is definitely a good beer, and I'd like to experiment with this further, see how it warms up a little bit, and try it with some food.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend this.
Yeah, me too. So, Redhook 841 Expedition Ale. If you're a fan of more bigger beers that don't taste big, this will be right up your alley. But it's a limited release, so you might have to search high and low for this one.
Yeah.
So,
But it's worth it. It's worth it. This is the malty goodness of this beer is every bit the classic brown ale, but with extra.
right. Thanks again to Alex for the beer, and thanks to Henry for coming by. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Don't
Bye.
forget to have an amount of it.